Hello, I'm ETarte, atheist, which simply means I find no credible evidence for the existence of any God. Today is June 23rd, 2013. This video is based on a posting from my friend and fellow math teacher Hemant Mehta in his blog, friendlyatheist.com. Much of what I say here will be quoting or paraphrasing Hemant Mehta. The cover story in this week's Time magazine, written by Joe Klein, is all about how volunteering and doing service projects may help curb the effects of post-traumatic stress disorder on our veterans. As part of his reporting, Joe Klein joined one of the disaster relief groups in Oklahoma and worked at a site damaged by the Oklahoma tornadoes. And that's when he wrote this, quoting Joe Klein. There was an occupying army of relief workers led by local first responders, church groups from all over the country, and there in the middle of it all, with a purposeful military swagger, were the volunteers from Team Rubicon. Funny how you don't see organized groups of secular humanists giving out hot meals. Quoting Hemant, wow, my jaw dropped while reading that because it's absolutely not true. Klein took a cheap shot at atheists for not doing the relief work that churches, with all the personnel and financial advantages they have at their disposal, were doing, even though we atheists were often working right alongside them. Klein is simply being untruthful. A simple Google search would have turned up a number of ways that atheists helped in the wake of the Oklahoma tornadoes. But since Klein was too lazy to do it, I'll do it for him. First point. More than 4,300 people donated more than $120,000 for the family of Rebecca Vitzman. She promised to donate to charity whatever money she doesn't need. Second point. Foundation Beyond Belief raised over $45,000 for Operation USA and the Regional Food Bank of Oklahoma. Third point. Atheists Giving Aid raised over $18,000 that will be given to local relief groups in Moore, Oklahoma, and directly to families that need help. Fourth point. Members of the Free OK atheist group helped families who needed wreckage removed from their property. This is a thank you sign left by one of the residents whose property the atheists helped to clear. Fifth point, as quoted in the publication Red Dirt Report. Atheists teamed up with Panera Bread and Krispy Kreme to get breakfast to cemetery cleanup volunteers with Frontline Church in Moore and to volunteers working through the Moore Community Center in the first week of response. Atheists will continue to host volunteer drives in the outlying areas needing assistance in the coming week. Next point. Local atheist groups such as the Oklahoma Atheists, Atheist Community of Tulsa, the Lawton Area Secular Society, Norman Naturalism Group, and the Oklahoma State Secular Organization have organized volunteers, resources, and blood drives. One more point. Organizers of the Free OK conference going on this weekend held a literacy drive yesterday to benefit the schools affected by the tornadoes. Is that enough proof that atheists also were and still are helping out in the aftermath of the tornadoes? Maybe Klein didn't know any of this was going on because these humanist groups have no tax-exempt status and therefore can't exactly afford to have the t-shirts for everyone to wear so that you can know when they are out in force during a volunteer effort. Or maybe it's because we're not parading the fact that we're helping because we're too busy helping. Atheists were in Oklahoma doing everything that Christian groups were doing, including handing out hot meals. To suggest that we were not there and not doing anything useful for the victims isn't just factually wrong, it's slander against all of us who don't believe in any God. If Klein had mentioned any other group of people, such as, quote, funny how you don't see organized groups of Jews giving out hot meals, unquote, you know there would be hell to pay. There should be an uproar now also. Joe Klein and Time magazine owe their readers and atheists everywhere an apology. Time magazine might be more likely to respond if enough of us call them out on it. Write them a letter and let them know what you think. Spread word online that you won't stand for this. Not only did Klein perpetuate an unfair stereotype against atheists, but anyone of the magazine who read over the piece must have had no problem with it either. It's unacceptable, and we atheists can't stand back and let it happen without saying something about it. That's quoting the friendly atheist Hemant Mehta from his blog. I, Edward Tarte, atheist, made a substantial monetary contribution to the effort of helping the Oklahoma tornado victims. To all of you, thank you for watching this video.